hearing that the things like this one, Section 84 that you're not talking about, the lawmakers didn't focus on it. And they stylishly slotted that in. While you people were busy chasing the Section 60, 84 was slotted in, but the lawmakers didn't even quickly read for interpretation, and they quickly passed it, so they knew what they did. And that's why I keep saying, does the opposition as we speak today even have a research department that analyze, psychoanalyze, future analyze, scenario plans every policy and every move of the ruling party? If, for what it's worth, 2015, I was in the thick of it, I was on radio then, APC did a better job being in opposition. But I don't see that from a lot of you guys in the ADC. And that's why I say you guys are a coalition of, and that's why when you came 8 days after, I said, what are you people saying here? Because people were so focused on Section 60 that they put this and embedded other things. See, I want to tell you this. It is only Section 84 you are seeing. Do you even know the other things they've put that you don't know that they've signed into the law as we speak today? Do you know many other sections? That's my point. That's my position. And that's why a lot of people say these people are jokers. It's only Section 84 because we've seen that now. Do you know other things that are there? I would like you to respond to this point I made.
All right. First of all, you're entitled to your own opinion, and I respect it. It is just like my saying that the journalists who are actually supposed to be the watchdog, that they are operating on the realm of intellectual fraud. Because you ought to be doing your investigative journalism, and you ought to be telling Nigerians what actually ought to be in the law. I just told you that APC could not even publish even the law they have passed. You were there when even after they made a law in Nigeria, they went and forged in other things and brought it to Nigerians. And yet you're saying that the people that are confronting them are jokers.
And it was us,
if
the journalists,
you would allow me
that
to
revealed that with Dansuki, the same journalist you are blaming. I was the one that took that document with Dansuki.
Hold on.
And put it out for you
not
to
blaming
see.
you.
ADC,
we are not jokers. It is intellectually fraudulent for you to say we are jokers. I want to tell you, and I mean it sincerely, that the journalists have not lived up, the modern journalists have not lived up to the expectation of Nigerians. If you recall, journalists fought the military, fought them, and now even civilian regime, you are telling me about our big jokers. Now, let me even tell you that you are saying that what have they done? I want you to know that when you have the majority in the National Assembly, the minority can only have their say, except you're saying that we should use gun and go and shoot everybody there. You will still be the person that will say, no, we have exceeded our boundary. So the majority will have their way, the minority will have their say, and they are having their say. All the things you said we are embedded, they were not even published for argument. I told you they settled on particular provisions before coming back from recess. And when they came back from recess, it was different thing altogether. And the opposition still labored. They shut down the opposition. The committees, the two committees, harmonization, could not even meet. And you're saying they are jokers? No. That's intellectually fraudulent.
Between Rufai and Ken Okonkwo, you, Doche, son of that legend actor, Peter Doche, has also taken it upon himself to fire back at Rufai for being so rude and all of that. Initially, I wanted to know what its question was. If he was making a point or if he was asking a question, but eventually it is Rufai. But you?
Is this not the same Rufai Oseni? Same Rufai Oseni that was caught driving against traffic. I think he drove on BRT lane. I think that was last year or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't know. Somewhere in Lagos. Rufai Oseni, same guy. He drove on BRT lane, which is wrong. And when officials caught him, instead of apologizing, you know, and admitting that he was wrong. What was he saying? He was saying that he was shouting, do you know who I am? I'm going to call the governor of Lagos State. Is it not the same Rufai Oseni? Same Rufai Oseni that is insulting people on national TV, all in the name of doing journalism. My friend, shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down. I'm talking to you. You don't have no rights. You don't have any moral justification to talk where people with integrity are talking. I mean, you're talking nonsense on national TV. You're a very disrespectful person. You have no respect for the laws of this country. In fact, if somebody like you becomes president, believe me, you'll wipe out Nigerians. Are you not the same person that was caught driving on BRT lane? You could not even apologize. If not because somebody had a video was made. That was the only time when you saw the video, that was when you came on national TV to apologize. If there was no video, what would have happened? This is what you do. Just imagine the other ones that we've not seen before. How can you invite somebody? Who taught you journalism? Believe me, who taught you journalism? The first thing they should have taught you is to respect your guests. If you have a guest and you're talking in a particular manner and the guest does not like it, first thing you do is to apologize to that guest. Make the guest feel comfortable, then you continue with your question. How can you tell a guest that if the guest is not comfortable, the guest is free to walk out of the studio, and you call yourself a journalist? What nonsense. Who taught you journalism? Rufai. I am talking to you, Rufai Oseni. You're not better than anybody out there. You're a very disrespectful person, and you should go and learn journalism. You are insulting people on national TV. The video is there on the internet. It's there. Somebody can call it up. Call up that video and post it, and you will see who Rufai Oseni is. Same Rufai Oseni that is insulting people, acting like God on national TV, making your guests very uncomfortable. They form like you get Nigeria. You are the most concerned citizen. You are more concerned than all of us. My friend, shut up. Shut up, Rufai Oseni. I'm talking to you. You have no moral justification to talk to anybody on national TV that way, because you're not better than any Nigerian. You are not. If nobody will tell you, I will tell you to your face, Rufai Oseni, you are getting it wrong. That is not journalism. You are even laughing. I saw you I watched this video. You were even laughing at your guests. What rubbish? Who taught you? Where did you learn your own journalism? Which country? Where? Huh? You're a very disrespectful person, Rufai Oseni. You're getting it wrong, and I'll tell you to your face. Listen to me. Jagaban, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. That's the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic. Okay, GCFR. He is the president of Nigeria, whether you like it or not. He is our president. You must respect him. Okay, give him the respect that he deserves. If you feel like being president, you have the next 4 years. Go and buy form and contest. And of course, President Tinubu will defeat you. The man just came in. He's been there for just months. Give him time. Rome was not built in a day. You're not better. You, Rufai Oseni, I'm talking to you. You're not better than any other Nigerian out there. Ordinary to apologize because you drove on BRT lane. You couldn't do it. You were shouting on the road. If not, that camera caught you shouting that you want to call the governor of Lagos State. So how are you better? Stop it. Have respect for our president. And the man deserves to be given time to work. Rome was not built in a day. He's been there for a couple of months. He needs time to fix the country.
That's a you. So he's one of the leaders of Relax. Tinubu is fixing Nigeria movement. There are so many movements who are. By the time you get to 2027, the support group that they would have formed for Kolu will not be less than 5,000, and that is just being conservative or immoderate. Everybody is forming their own group right now. Support group, go and register, they will pay you. Go and register and they will pay you. Everybody is doing their own beat, meeting up. Those who are linking up with Sheyi, those who are linking up with Aloja, those who are linking up with Ibaja, the rest of that, all over the place. Right now, it is basically not because he's doing well. They know he's not. And that's how they are going to pamper you, treat you and all of that until they get you to 2031. If Kolu lasts that long. Okay? Because I don't think your charade is ever going to change that. It's not going to be. You just look around you, all right? Not the opposition, even leave the opposition. Take a look at the institutions that ordinarily should have been there to be the umpire. So you know where they are. He was even asking the new chairman of INEC a few days ago about their 2027 going to. Said
that under Professor Joash Amupiton, election of 2027 will be the best ever. Is that a promise that you can give us?
By the grace of God, election of 2027 will be the best election that Nigerians will have. Because Nigerians of 2023 is different from what you have in 2027. People are much more aware. And you know the correlation between election and development. Nobody is happy about the classification of Nigeria as an underdeveloped country. So we want a situation where our process will be able to guarantee the confidence and the legitimacy that people will want to see in their system. So by the time you have a transparent election and people begin to trust INEC and trust their leaders, then the country will move forward.
Thank you so much, Prof.
Purely human, which we are trying to address. And let me just appeal to Nigerians, because I have noticed now that what Nigerians desire is a perfect election. And INEC will strive as much as possible to give this country the best election. However, we may not be able to achieve 100% perfect election for now. But as far as electronic transmission of results is concerned, I said it before FCT Area Council that we have the capacity to transmit the results, and that we're going to transmit the results. The only concern was real time. What is real time? For instance, if you use your app to make a transfer from your account, even in Abuja town, you are transferring 50,000 to Mr. B, and from your app, the amount has gone. But the person may not receive the alert until another 30 minutes, another hour, or even in the evening. So those are some of the things. And when you say it is real time, as soon as it is done, it must be received. So result management and logistics are two basic issues that from our own end, we're trying to see how best we're able to manage it very well, so as to enhance the transparency and credibility of the system.
Very nice talk. And that's exactly how they are going to explain it to you as well when they do the abracadabra. But keep following, keep monitoring it. So the new police IG, right, was sworn in today as officially. So he's now officially the IG, not acting IG anymore, Tunji Disu. And he is also kick-starting what he called the state police kind of setup. So every state can now set up their own state police, while the National Assembly will begin the process of legislating on that and making it law. It is politics, man. But here was when Dizu was officially sworn in again.
Known to me as Inspector General of Police, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties as Inspector General of Police, and that I will devote myself to the service and well-being of the people of Nigeria. So help me God.
Bringing law and order to the table. Like I mentioned earlier, I've made up my mind to ensure that my officers get to know that we are working for the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the citizens of the country are our bosses. The committee was set up early this morning to look into the issue of state police from the angle of the Nigerian police. We don't want it to seem as if Others are taking decision, and we, the most important people concerned, did not do anything. We want to ensure that the best thing is done. State police has come to stay, and the police should be able to contribute their own part in making it succeed. The police are not afraid. Our jobs are not being taken. It's just an issue of partnership.
So state police, the idea behind that is that all security is local. I think is that what they say? Yeah, all security is local. So therefore, let the people who knows their communities police their communities officially. So the idea is to allow indigenous people provide kind of like the primary security, intel and the rest of that could be used by the higher authorities like the police, national police, or the other higher authorities than it is currently set up. But who is going to fund it? How is it going to be funded is yet to be ascertained. Who is going to be in control of it? The states or who? They haven't really cleared that part as well. But like the local government autonomy, Tinubu knows that there is no part of your law that currently gives the local government the autonomy to collect their money. It went to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court ruled that it should be paying the local government their money directly. This was far back as February 2024. That's like 2 years ago. But guess what? They are already using that as Tinubu's achievement, that the local government autonomy. But yet, no dime has been paid directly to any local government in the last 2 years. They are still being paid to the governors. So this one is also similar. Just look at the framework, and you realize that there is almost none. But they are already signing it off as years, Well, time shall tell. Regional police. This man has something to say.
Live for us here in the studio. Thank you so much, AIG, for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You saw the very first task.
Yeah.
It does look like President says, I want it. And the IG has already taken action on it. What do you make of that?
Well, when the president leans on any side, it's a presidential order.
Mm-hmm.
The IG has no choice but to toe the line. But state police in itself is not a bad thing. But I'm happy the president made a remark. He said, in the past, the present shape the future. And the question is, have we learned from the lessons of the past? And in an election year, can state police take off at such a critical moment in our national life? I have, like I said, state police. The government has toyed with the idea of state police or localizing the police to the subnational in various ways. But the challenges are daunting. No doubt the security challenges are daunting. And the question that I may ask is the insecurity in Nigeria largely due to the absence of state police? I think there are many other factors. The issues of corruption, the issue of weak governance, the issue of politicization of the police. There are so many factors. And if you go behind from 1957, when the issue of regional policing was discussed, the minorities raised observation. And that's one of the factors that the Willings Commission in 1957 tried to deal with. But I'm telling you that between that time and 66, the issue of regional policing was left hanging because of its sensitive nature. But the regions went ahead to implement it. And there were lots of problems. And that led to the government then, I think 1966, the General Aguirre as the Supreme Commander, as I was then called, set up the Gobi panel of inquiry. And then the General Yakubu Gowon, in 1968, March precisely, studied the report and brought all the police forces across the country under the Nigerian Police Force. But the big question is state police responsible for the challenges of insecurity that we have today? Of course, Nigeria, we have implemented community policing, which is hardly understood by people